Hi friends, it's Amanda. Welcome back for more SpiegelMom Scraps, a sequins inspiration. I've got some fabulous sequins today: True Blue, White Out, Magic Moment and Winter Delight, and you'll see Red Rapture there as well on the bottom. And I'm using the gorgeous there it is, gorgeous Glitter and Ice collection designed by Kim Watson for the Pretty Little Studio Company. And I'm using this fabulous paper called Advent. And I just really love this paper. I had all these these little photos left over from when I was doing my Document December album, and I finished it, and I had all these sort of leftover photos that I've already scrapbooked, so I didn't really need to, do a one-page feature on them. But I thought I could come up with something that used all of them, but instead of doing a mini album, I thought I could incorporate them into an interactive and fun page for my children's album. So this is the album that they have lots of fun with. So I often have interactive elements, and this one's going to be a lift the flaps kind of effect. And some are going to have shaker pockets for sequins. Some will have photos. Some I'm actually not even going to cut open. And then some I'll decorate and embellish. And I just thought it would be really fun. And what a great way to use up the Advent paper and use up all those sort of leftover photos that I've got. So, and a fun one for my children. They love this. So I'll actually sort of press, when it's finished, press the pages closed or the pockets closed. So when they pull it out of the album, they have to actually physically open them and look and try and remember what's in each window. And I think that'll be really fun. So even the photos that are a bit bigger, I'm just going to cut them down so they all fit. I'm just making a little mark with my scalpel there so I can trim that up. And yeah, I'm going to go back some of the windows with the photos that I've got left over, and some of them are like, you can see my son sitting there with his stocking, and of course it's an Aussie Christmas, so it's very hot here over Christmas. Of course we had we've had quite a lot of very hot weather with the bushfire season this year, and so of course he's sitting there and he's got no shirt on it. I was thinking how funny that must look to all my American friends who are probably bundled up and very cozy, and I keep seeing all these cozy sweater things for Christmas, but of course for us it's so hot, so he's just sitting there in his pajama shorts. But that's okay. So I've gotten back to some of those windows now, and now I'm coming in with some really pretty acetate 8x8 paper that was in the Glitter and Ice collection. This is just a really lovely pretty striped one because it's simple and it's not distracting, and I'm just going to back that over some of my other open windows and pop some sequins in with this one. So I didn't want the sequins where they had pockets just to have a clear backing, because you'll see through and you'll see the back of the album or someone's hand, or maybe some fantastic tape joins like you can see on the back of this one. So as you can see, because I'll end up putting some colored cardstock over the back at the very end of this, so I'm not fussed about the messy joins. Mess doesn't bother me if you can't see it, so I'm just sticking down because it's quick and it's easy, and why spend lots of hours? I mean, some people are really good with that sort of thing, aren't they? They're too beautiful creating, but I'm time poor. And I know I'm going to put a beautiful blue piece of cardstock over all of it at the end, so yeah, doesn't matter. So on this one, I've decided instead of just doing a shaker pocket, I'm actually going to put a die cut image and then add some sequins to that first. So I think I started to make a shaker pocket, and then I just decided, oh, you know what, I'll add some die cuts first. So there's a bit of everything in this one. It's one of those fun layouts that's just got, that was the whole point, that it was fun and you didn't know quite what to expect. So yeah, so just lots of tape. The one thing that I don't use today though, because I wanted all the windows to be able to close all the time quite easily, I didn't want to add any dimensions. There's no foam tape on my layout today, and that has absolutely killed me, having no foam tape at all. So that was a challenge for me, not to keep everything flat. But as you can see, it looks really fantastic with the sequins, and it's quite cute and fun. And this layout wasn't about recording or documenting a moment. This is just a fun layout so that my kids can say, what did we do last Christmas? And they can pull this page out and look through the windows and just have a quick fun memory, and hopefully initiate lots of discussion and conversation, and just one of those fun ones. So yeah, so that's, yeah, I thought, and a great way to use all these fantastic sequins that I've got in my stash. So because as you can see, sequins, they stretch for miles and miles. They're such a giving embellishment. There's always so many of them, and you can get so much out of them. So yeah, another fun way to use them up. So being careful not to overload with the sequins too, because of course if I make them too big, the pockets, the pocket window, or it won't close. So you see me keep opening and shutting just to make sure that it does close quite easily. So there's some really fun photos in there. I think you can see my dash hound. The kids decided to pop a little Santa beard and hat on him, and I think that was the best photo I got because we had about 3 seconds before he decided that was not cool. We probably have the only Doxy pup that doesn't like getting dressed. I see so many of them in really cool cute things for Christmas and holidays, and our dog just does not partake. In winter, occasionally we can get him to wear a sweater if it's really, really, really cold and he caves because it's so cold, but no, the only sausage dog I know that doesn't. So. Anyway, coming along, I've got the Red Rapture sequins here, and you can see I've taken some of the sequins out and I've put them aside, and I'm actually using the bag that they came into just to use as the pocket, because it's a really good size for those windows. So rather than try and make a pocket or get out a fuse tool or anything like that, yeah, I'm just making my own pocket from the packaging, which is fantastic. And as I said, remember I said because it's clear you'll see through, so I want to make sure I use that striped paper on any of the ones that don't have a photo behind them. So, and I think it's just nice because it's such a simple diagonal design, it's not too distracting. So yeah, it was a nice colour to use in a pattern. So yeah, and as I said, ugly tape joins, I'm not worried by it. If I was going to leave it as it is, then that would be different, but I know that I will put a very fine, slightly smaller square of blue cardstock behind it all, so that when my children pull it out they don't damage it too. So here comes another shaker pocket, and just adding a few more details in. Look at that, they're so cute. Another one with die cuts where I'll add in some pieces. They're the whiteout sequins that you're seeing now, and you can see, even though they're white, they do pick up a lot of the colour from around the room as well, so they don't always look white. And that golden hue to them. And you look just so much fun. I like this one. This one's a Santa, and I wanted to feature him, and then I decide, after I had the sequins and things, I decide later that I want it to look like his whole body's there. So I do come back in and add his legs back in, so it kind of looks like they're inside the window, like Santa's hanging out that pocket. And then, yeah, adding some more of the Winter Delight sequins, but this time just to decorate those flatter ones that aren't opening as well. So these ones are on those Advent windows that aren't particularly doing anything. So I've got 3 of them, and yeah, I think they're looking really cute. Look at that. And just an embellishment or 2, and yeah, there's Santa's legs. See, so it looks like they're just sort of peeking out under the window, so it sort of encourages the children to look for Santa as well. I thought that was a nice element to add. And some Holly Jolly Fun with that flare button. But yeah, that's pretty much my layout for today. I'm not giving it a title, it's too busy, and it's not about that. This one's not for documenting, this is for my children to open and play with and discuss and have a really good look at last year's Christmas and what we did. And yeah, and look at all those fabulous sequins, so sparkly. Awesome. So I hope that was really fun for you today. I certainly had lots of fun making it. If you've got questions or comments, please don't hesitate to pop them down below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Lots of gorgeous close-ups coming, and thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful, happy, arty days. Bye.